Dear fellow traders, please give me your company as I'm trying to document what happened from Monday to today, Friday, in the market. The pair that I prefer to trade is GBPUSD and EURUSD, and I trade the two pairs by comparing them with the US dollar index. So let me work with GBPUSD and EURUSD, and the dollar index only for now. And as you watch the video, probably learn a thing or two on how we can be smarter in tracking the trading opportunities that are made available to us by the market makers. So I would start on Monday. Monday was 14th of October. Let me put a line here, marking 14th of October. 14th of October. There we go. And so here, so this is 11th, which is Friday, of the 13th. The 13th is Sunday, and then 14th. AvaTrade have Sundays in their MT4 platform. Okay, and then the dollar index. Okay, let me mark 14th also. 14th. The aim of this is for us to learn where we fought and where we failed to take opportunities in the market. Okay, so well, let me start on the 11th. On the 11th, which was Friday, this is what I see. This is what I see on the pound. I mean on the cable. So this is 11th. When the market closes on Friday, I should have noticed that already there was a break in market structure at the 4-hour time frame. Already there was a break in market structure, which means when the week started on Monday, I was supposed to prepare to be prepared to buy. That is one. Two, I see this huge gap in price, which means one would expect price to come down to cover this gap, because from here to here. So by Friday when the market closed, this gap was evident. This from here to here, nothing happened. It was just buy side liquidity from here to here. So when the market opened, we are supposed to be prepared to buy following this break in market structure and this gap here. Let me mark order blocks which might have marked a turn off price to the upside, which might have influenced turn off price to the upside. I see this order block here. So that is for time frame. Okay, and then let me go to 1 hour time frame, because I've noticed that 1 hour time frame order blocks are also very, very powerful. At 1 hour time frame, I see this order block here. This week, this is another block. This one. So this means that it would be naive to think that price would come down into this order block while there is this 1 hour order block here. It would be naive. So what might you have done? Okay, before I explain how we might have taken this trade, let me go to the dollar index and see what happened. This is Friday. Okay, Friday, the dollar index. This is Friday. I also noticed this breaking market structure in the dollar index. This structure, which means one should expect, when the next week starts, one should expect pullback and continuous fall of the dollar. And that is one. Two, I see this gap here. See this gap? This is a gap which, no, not this one. Here, there's this small gap here. This, and also if I go to the daily time frame, this was Friday. There was this gap here. This gap here. Yeah. So a pullback would have told us to sell when the week started. Not only that, there was also this other block, which is the opposite of what we saw in the table. There's this other block here. So when price pulled back into this other block, into the dollar index, it would confirm my buy in the cable. I mean, in the cable, yes. So coming back to the table, then one would have simply used a pending order, put a pending order here. Let me drag my fee from here up to here. See, this is an optimal trade entry. So one would have put a pending order, whether you do it on Friday or on Monday, first thing when you wake up in the morning, it's all the same. Well, you might have waited for the dollar index to show some pulling back into this other block, and this. So by noon, let's see. So when this kind of closed in the dollar index, you would put your pending order, as I've indicated here. Your risk would be 50 pips, 50 pips, and expected reward. Let us see how much you would have expected. Let me make this visible in the 1 hour time frame only. That's 1 hour time frame and 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So what would be the reward if you're taking this trade? See, there's this huge gap here. So I think a very safe exit would be here. Yeah, a very safe exit would be here. And that is in comparison with the dollar index, because you also saw in the dollar index that there was this gap here. The dollar index, this gap, there's this gap. So having the gap in the dollar index gives you confidence to believe that this would be a safe exit for you, and that would give you 270 and 237 pips, 240 pips, 240 pips. Yeah, that is a huge risk to reward ratio. And if I may, let me. Okay. 50 pips for 257. Is it? Yeah, yeah. From here to here, that would be like a risk reward ratio of 1 to 5. So if you risk $50, that would give you $250. Okay. Let us go to another trade. Let us go to another opportunity. Again, that was 14th, 15th. I think on 15th we didn't have a serious trading opportunity based on the higher time frame, and that is safe. It is safe to pick your trading opportunities off of a higher time frame. If I go to lower time frames, I can find a good trading opportunity, but they are not that powerful. But on 15th, an important thing happened in the markets. I see another break of market structure here. Here, see this? So let me move this. So this is a break in market structure on 15th. So at midnight on 15th, one should have noticed that there is another break in market structure, which means we are going to buy again on the next day. Okay, we are going to buy again. So this is 15. Let me go to, and then let me mark some other blocks which we have here. We have this other block. We have this. We have this other block here. This one. Please assume that you are not seeing what happened on the 16th. We have this other block. Let me mark the threshold of this other block. That is, it's right there. Okay, here, 126.63. 126.63. Okay, so this is a 16th. Let me look for our target, and then I'll go to the dollar index. So in this one, since we are in a strong uptrend, and this entry would be very close to this other block, I think it would be safe to assume that this other block will be broken. This one. It is safe to assume that this other block will be broken because, after all, on the 15th, we almost broke this other block here. We almost broke it. So price, we would imagine, and we would assume that price would go down to add some fuel and then go ahead and break this other block here, which means our exit would be here. That would give us how many pips? 207 pips. 207 pips. Now let me go to the dollar index and see what happened on the 15th. 15th was here. This was 15th. What do you see, guys, traders? Another breaking market structure, just like in the cable. Yeah. Well, not that much, really. Not that much, but it is a strong indication that the downtrend is confirmed. Because so this is 15th, right? This is 15th. It is a strong indication that our downtrend is confirmed here. Here. To me, I think, well, I stand to be corrected, but if I saw this, I would assume that a sell on the 16th would be a safe entry. So again, the dollar index has come to our aid in this case, which means pullback into this other block would confirm a sell. Pullback into this other block here. This one confirm a sell. Okay, let me go back to the 4-hour. Let me go back here. And see what happened. Okay, and this is what we have. So on the 15th, so this is 15th, yes. On the 15th at midnight, one would have simply put in pending order. But pull my fib from here to here. One would have simply put a pending order here. And entry would be here. Stop loss will be here, which is 65 pips. If that is too many pips, let me go to 15 minutes and see if we can reduce that a little bit. Okay. Well, if you are very disciplined, you might have been able to assume that price would come down to into this other block. In fact, there's another other block here. So a very patient and disciplined trader would assume that price would come here to tap this H4 threshold and tap this other block, which is a break in this case. So we reduce our stop loss to 49 pips. 49 pips. And the reward is 200 pips. Let me see if this this would remain the same. Okay. Let me move ahead Okay, so this is 16th. Okay, this is 15th, 16th. On the 16th, the movement upward started, and then we had another breaking market structure. On the 16th, another breaking market structure here. This is this here, 16th, another breaking market structure. The dollar index actually tell me on the 16th. This is 15th, this is 16th. Yes, a very beautiful breaking market structure. It has broken this area here and this area. Okay, almost broke this area, but it is confirming a move down. So I'm expecting a pullback on the next day. Yeah, and you can dance between daily and 4 hours also. Okay, so here on the 16th, here, yeah, and another block which would support me would be this one here. Of course, it's easy for someone to say that things have already happened, that's why it is easy for me, but it's obvious this is another block. These weeks are another block if you refer to my post trainings. Just like these weeks here. In fact, I wrongly marked the previous one. This week's were also another block. So this was another block, and the schedule is right there. Okay, let me go to. Okay, and our target in this case would be where? Let me see. Our target, very objectively, our target would be here. This is what I see. If you have a very strong, if you have a lot of experience, probably you would have, since the uptrend was very powerful, you would have used this order block here as your target. But to be safe, let me say that this would be our target. That will give us 114 pips. So far, that is more than 500 pips on GBPUSD this week. So let us see how we would have entered this H1. I'm beginning to love pending orders because they help me to take trades without panicking and to do a lot of preparations before taking a trade. I would pull my fib from here to here, which would give me an optimal trade entry here in this area. Yeah. Here. Let me go down to 15 minutes to see if see that. So this will be my entry. Of course, in line with this other block here. In line with this other block, which means then again this enables me to reduce my risk from how many pips? From 51 pips to just 28 pips. So I risk 28 pips and I pocket 193 pips. That is almost 600 pips on GBPUSD. So guys, that is all from me. Please use this video to figure out how to trade if you are a new trader like me. And as for me, starting next week, this is how I'll be trading. Very few pips, preferably just GBPUSD, and with a weapon called dollar index on my right hand. That is all for now from me. See you next time. Please watch the video and give me your comments. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.